Hi, this is Sarah with my Unnatural Baby Birth. So today I wanted to give you the number one trick to how to stop pushing when you're in labor. So you might think, why would I want to stop pushing, right? If I feel like I need to push, right? There's actually two reasons. The first one is you're not fully dilated. So if you're not fully dilated, you're not to 10 centimeters, and you start to push, you're shoving that poor little baby down onto your cervix, and it's going to create swelling. It's going to put pressure on your cervix. It's not fully open, and it's going to swell, and your labor is actually going to stall, and your cervix will stop opening, which ends up meaning you need a C-section. So we don't want that. But we can often still feel like we need to push even though we're not fully dilated, because there's all this pressure down there. There's pressure on your rectum, which, just like a bowel movement, makes you want to push. But we don't want that. The second reason we don't want to push when we're not ready to is when... I totally forgot it. I spaced it. First one is if we're not fully dilated. And the second one, it's coming back to me. The second one is if you are pushing too fast. Say your baby is coming down the birth canal. They're crowning, or they're partway down. Maybe they're a little stuck. They're moving slow. And if you're pushing too hard because of the pressure, it's overwhelming, or because this is your first time and it's such a sudden, intense feeling that you just want to over with, and you want to just push as hard as you can to get that baby out. If you do this, especially when they're crowning, this causes you to tear. If you are pushing too dang hard, you are most likely going to tear because your tissues are not stretching slowly enough. If they are just ripped through, that's how you cause tearing, which is other horrible problems that you can learn about later. But we don't want that either. So it needs to be a slow, controlled, with your body type movement. And so when those two instances occur, we do not want to be pushing. We often have to pause, take a moment, or pull back a little bit. So how do you do this? First of all, your birthing team is going to let you know when you need to stop pushing, especially if you haven't dilated. And if things are coming out too fast, it really takes a lot of patience and awareness so that you can do so. But here's the trick how to do that. The trick to do that, you have a muscle in the middle of your gut that lines the bottom of your rib cage above your stomach. So when that muscle, I forget the name of it, but when that muscle is tight, that causes your belly to not inflate when you breathe. So the two ways of breathing: when you breathe deep down into your belly and your belly fills up, pushes out, it's because that muscle under your rib cage is relaxed. If you tighten that muscle, that causes your belly not to inflate, and all your air is just up in your shoulders and in your lungs. And when we are pushing, we are relaxing that muscle so that all the pressure can go downward. When we're bearing down, like when we're going to the bathroom or we're pushing during labor, that muscle is relaxed. Now, the opposite. So in order to prevent us from bearing down and pushing, we need to tighten that muscle. And the easiest way to do that is blow air out of your mouth like you're blowing out a candle, like you're blowing the fire off a marshmallow. So imagine you're blowing a candle out on a birthday cake. You make a round shape with your mouth, and you're blowing straight out like that. You're not panting. You're not breathing deep. You're not breathing out your nose. You're blowing in a small stream like you're blowing out a candle. And this tightens up the muscles underneath your lungs, your rib cage, so that the bearing down does not happen. You can still breathe without bearing down. You can still pant without bearing down. But the easiest way is to pretend like you're blowing out a candle. Just like that. And you will feel that muscle rise up as your lungs empty and you can't bear down. Next time you're on the toilet and you're having a bowel movement, try this. try blowing out a candle and see what happens to the muscles in your body, because it is the exact opposite of bearing down. So if you want your birthing team to help you know, okay, help me know when I need to stop, because these are the 2 situations when I might need to stop pushing. Help your birthing partner know, and teach your birthing partner, this is how I do it. It's like blowing out a candle. You can even hold your finger up. It gives you like a little focal point, and say, here, I need to blow out the candle. Help me do this. And just practice. Try it when you're going to the bathroom. I know it seems weird, but it's physiology. That's how it works. So if you ever need to stop pushing, blow out the candle and you will be set. If you need more ideas on how to relax and have an enjoyable labor, I have all of the secrets I've used in my 3 natural births, 3 births in 3 years, all done naturally by myself. And I mastered that through relaxation. I have them in my ebook. You can go to mynaturalbabybirth.com/relax and get that for just a few dollars. And I would love to have you experience the same birth that I did. So do this tip, get the ebook, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.